I've been analyzing this thing, right? And I'm starting to wonder, is it done in vain? Can you stop gang violence with families in disarray?
Very good question.
Realistically.
Yeah, very good question. Realistically, it can happen, it does happen, but it won't happen as quickly as we would like it to. We would like for it to happen much faster. We would think, or we would like to think that, man, these people, they've heard the same lectures, they've heard the same people, they've heard this, they've seen this, they know what it is, they know, right from wrong, they know better. Yeah, you have some that know right from wrong to a degree. You have some that what is right is relative. What is right may be different for me versus you. What's right for me is a dude step on my shoes, I got to punch him in his jaw. That's how I was taught. That's what's right. What's right for you is a dude step on your shoes, you have a conversation. Okay, well, that's how you were taught. So we would like for it to be done faster. And the reality is it is being done. It's not as highlighted. This is the problem. We don't post when things are being resolved for the most part. The drama is what sells. So that's what we see the majority of, the drama, the negativity. But we're not posting when things are getting handled, people squashing beefs, problems are getting handled in a constructive way, gangs are coming together, ending problems. You seeing brothers tying the bandanas together, the red and the blue together. They're showing up to funerals because certain people died here and there. People are connected through families, but they're a part of different hoods, but they're blood relatives. That's another thing that happens. I have been to too many funerals right here in LA, seeing people who are from opposite hoods, but they are blood relatives. And they have that agreement like we family, but then I got my street family too, but you my blood family. So it's an awkward situation and it kind of forces them to engage and communicate. But again, there's still that culture that surrounds everything as well. And that's something that we have to look at. We would like for it to be resolved faster. And the reality is it can be resolved. It is being resolved. But as long as we don't promote, when it's being resolved, then it's going to look like it's not being resolved because we don't see it, unless you're there.
Are we scared to use the word tribal war?
What, you say it again?
Are we scared, or should we be using the word tribal war? Because that's how I refer to things that are going on in Jamaica. It's tribalism fight. It's tribal war at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm. That is the historical, and I would say the more proper, original way of talking about it. Tribal wars, absolutely, because these are tribes. I'm from this hood. I'm from that block. I'm from this borough. I'm from this area. That literally is tribalism and it's tribal wars. The problem is we don't realize we're still a part of one tribe. We're one tribe in a sense. We're in another tribe in another sense. But when it comes to the overall survival of us as a people, we're supposed to be in one tribe, or at least have that one tribal mentality, meaning we have to come together because I want to eat, you want to eat. I want to have a good education, you want to have a good education. I want my children to live, I want your children to live. That's the one mentality we should have. Again, there's layers to it. There's a lot of issues that we're dealing with. But as long as we don't promote it, remember, anything that we duplicate, it will become successful. So if we continue to promote positive, well then hell, what's going to happen? Positive is going to take over because people are going to be like, oh, that's lit. That's the trend. Okay, that's trendy. Let me jump on that. That's the positive trend. But if all we see is a negative trend, the drama trend, man, they get money for drama. They get money for causing problems. Dang, she got the bag by causing these issues. I got to do what? Cause some issues because that's going to give me the bag. It's basic psychology. Basic psychology. But we need to promote more of the positive, bro, because there's a lot more of that going on than what people think. And when I see it, I tell people, why don't y'all promote that? They're like, man, I'm not really trying to see. Okay, here's the funny thing. They'll say, I'm not trying to brag, or I don't do it for fame when it comes to the positive. But when it comes to the negative, they're doing it all day long. It's like, what's going on? Promote the positive the same way you promote the negative. Brag about that. Like, I want to hear people bragging about the positive. Do that. The Bible says, do not hide your, or I'm paraphrasing, do not hide your light under a bushel basket, meaning stop hiding the positive works that you're doing. Brag about that. Because we brag about all the negative stuff. I think it's time, bro. It's done. It's 2024. We already know the negative stuff. We already got that. Show me some positive.
And people need to really step up, man, because what happens is, I understand they get in the bag, as people would say, with the negative stuff, right? I'm not sure if we spoke about this in our previous reasoning, but they don't understand how they contributing to the problem. Fire, they are circulating this craziness nonstop. And it's just like, because of you, because you posted this thing, 1 million people just watch this image.
Come on. It's a bloodstream.
And it's a selfishness and the ignorance that, you know, I don't know. It's an off-camera conversation in regards to how we could go about dealing with that. We'll move on to the next question, right?
Well, I mean, I can
book,
bring. Let me address that just briefly, because people go viral. Most people don't listen to the word that they're using. Viral relates to a virus, which means it spreads far and wide quickly. It circulates. It's a blood system type of circumstance. It circulates throughout the body of the people. If you want to go viral, you got to post up something that's going to spark the attention. If we posted up, for example, everybody going out and picking up trash, like Cat Williams said one time. Everybody going out picking up trash. Do you know what will happen? Overnight, depending on who posted it. If a celebrity posts picking up trash, if a celebrity posts, you know, making sure that the elders get home safe, if the celebrity, certain artists, certain influential people posted not eating at certain fast food locations and only growing your own food, do you know how quickly other people will start doing that? Chrisean, our sister Chrisean, young sister, man, this sister here with Blueface, she just got a new tattoo of him on her face. She had a neck tattoo of him. She now got a tattoo of him on her face. Has the internet extremely pissed off because they were like, well, sister, we were rooting for you. Wasn't he abusing you? Didn't you get away from him? Now you have your own business, your own livelihood, you're making your own money. A lot of women were saying, we're proud of our sister. She was able to get away from him, not realizing that was a toxic relationship. Neither one of them are innocent. There's negatives on both ends. But the point is, she got a recent tattoo of him on her face. Guess what started happening the next week? You see a trend of girls all over the internet getting tattoos of their man on their face. That is right there how powerful our influence is as a people. Just like that, we can influence people to do extremely good or extremely bad.